This is Principal Lunt's office. I'm Alyssa, and you're watching
Rider News.
Thank you to Mrs. Wetzler and Principal Lunt for starting us off with Rider News. Welcome to the Rough Rider News Desk as we broadcast from our classroom studio. Today we're featuring delivery of love in the form of candygrams, a special profile of our local weather, and our own video game review panel will discuss Smash Brothers. I'm Lacey and let's get started. Our Rider News crew was thankful to speak with our students about their affection for each other during this time of hearts and roses. We're all about sharing the love, and Valentine's Day provides that opportunity. Let's all feel that fuzzy, warm feeling you feel when getting a candygram.
Hi, I'm here with
Mrs. Hamblin.
and you are in HOSA, correct?
Correct. I'm one of the co-advisors along with Mrs. Olson.
Okay. And can you explain to me what the candygrams were that you guys are doing?
Yes, we have a bunch of students going to state for medical professionals in Spokane, and so we need to raise quite a bit of money, and we're still working on that, but those candygrams were there to help us get there.
That's really cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And they're getting passed out during
Second period
Okay.
on Valentine's Day.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with
Finn Thompson.
and you're in HOSA, right?
Yes.
Could you explain to me what that is?
You're standing in front of the poster. Thank you. HOSA is a club for people who want to be in the health occupation. We do a lot of skill-based testing and learning of skills that you'll use in the healthcare field. So it's like knowledge before you even get there. It's super helpful to have for later on.
And what was the candygrams that you guys just sold?
So we're doing a fundraiser right now, selling candygrams. They were $2, and you write a little note on them, and then we'll deliver them to the person you want to second period with a lollipop. The money that we got goes to pay for about 8 or 9 of us going to Spokane in the middle of March to go to State Leadership Conference.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm here with
Harper McGuire.
and you are in HOSA?
Yes.
And what are you guys doing for the candygrams?
Well, we just sold them just to raise money for our state leadership conference, just to make sure that we all get to go to Spokane and participate.
That's very cool. And do you recommend people joining HOSA?
Of course, it's really fun, and it's just a lot of useful information that we might not learn otherwise. And I mean, the sports med class is really useful, but HOSA just goes more in depth into professions that you could have after high school.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here with
Amelia Brown. Zanaya Walker.
and you guys are both in HOSA?
Yep.
Yeah. So why did you guys join HOSA?
The club looks really great on a resume, and just because it has it's all over the state, people from all over the country I think are part of this club in different schools, so it just looks great on a resume.
I want to be a nurse, so it's just a lot of practice.
That's very cool. Thank you, guys.
That's what it's all about, and the love is real with our Rough Riders. Up next, we have our own Rider News weather team with a special profile on what's brewing in the atmosphere. Hot, cold, windy, wet? Whatever, we've got you covered with this guide to the weather.
Hi, I'm not a weatherman, I'm not a meteorologist, but I am Isaac, and I am here to give you this weekend's unofficial weekend forecast. Now we're here looking at our weekend forecast, and you can see Friday, which is today, we have a high of 46, a low of 34 degrees, and light and variable winds, about 5 to 11 miles an hour, and rain is not likely. Now we have Saturday. It's going to be a nice weekend. High of 49 degrees, low of 40. We're going to be warming up just ever so slightly. The wind is going to be light and variable, but we do have a significantly bigger chance of rain on Saturday. Now looking here, you can see on Sunday, we got a high 48, about the same temperature, low of 41. The wind is going to be lower that day, 2 to 5 miles an hour. Likely not going to be a big problem. The chance of rain is slightly bigger, so just be mindful of that on your weekend. Alright, again, I am not a meteorologist, I'm not a scientist, and I have no idea what I'm actually saying here on this unofficial weather forecast. Here we have the radar for the rest of the weekend. You can see that we have some winds that comes down through the strait and moves out. We have some wind that comes down the Olympics up into our area, Port Angeles and Sequim. Again, we don't really care about Sequim too much because their weather is always sunny. And here in Port Angeles, we are really proud of our seasonal depression. Now, as you can see, we have some clouds and all that going down over here in the Pacific, cold rain, and that's gonna move in, and just like every other day of this winter, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be rainy, it's gonna be wet, and you're probably gonna see that for the next month or so. I hope you enjoyed this segment of weather here. It's been certainly not fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you. And that's our weather for the weekend. Let us know down in the comments if you do or do not want to see this segment anymore. I'm Isaac, and this has been unofficially weather.
Thank you to the Rough Rider weather team for providing that profile. You can trust us when it comes to knowing if it's going to be snow, rain, or sunshine. Up next, we're featuring a few Rough Riders who know a thing or two about video games. Set your game console aside and kick back for a moment as they discuss Smash Bros. Ultimate and what makes that an awesome gamer's experience.
The Super Smash Bros. Series of game has a reputation. It's easy to get into, extraordinarily hard to master. Simple fun awaits the most casual of players. $1,000 prizes from competitions await the best of the best. The most recent game in the series, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, is the epitome of this. It has one of the highest ceilings for skill in any game while also being extremely easy to pick up. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a fighting game, but not the kind you usually think of. Unlike other more traditional fighters such as Street Fighter or Tekken, there's no traditional health bars. Instead, the health system takes the form of a percentage, and the higher it is, the further you get sent flying. There's also a larger emphasis on platforming. This adds a far expanded dimension to the game, at least compared to most fighters, which are usually strictly horizontal. Another thing to note is the final smash. Each character has a unique special move they can use only after collecting the smash ball. These evasive items only appear occasionally, but the reward for destroying them is a powerful tool in your arsenal. World of Light is the campaign for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. In this campaign, the entire cast of fighters has been obliterated by the powerful Galeem, with the character of Kirby being the only survivor. Over the course of the story, you can rescue character after character in your quest. There's an expansive overworld with lots to see, and in your journey you will also have to collect a variety of spirits that will change up how you play, from stats, perks, to all new abilities. There's a lot to see. One of the main appeals of the Super Smash Bros. Series is the eclectic cast of fighters. Even since the first Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64, the series has been considered one of the largest crossovers in gaming history. Ultimate has over 70 characters from a variety of franchises, from Mario to Pokemon to even Minecraft. Fighters come from all over the place. These fighters have a variety of different playstyles and moves. For example, smaller guys such as Kirby, Mr. Game & Watch, can move swiftly, but can be sent flying with ease. Heavy hitters like Bowser, Ganondorf, and King K. Rool are firmly planted against damage that would cripple lighter characters, but are much slower and easier to hit due to their size. Some characters can guard the edges of the stage with zero problem. Some can't recover a fall to save their lives. Some can place all sorts of traps. Some have to get up close to deal damage. The point is, there's a lot of variety.
Alright, what is your name? Jackson. Okay, Jackson, first of all, what is a main in Smash Bros?
So a main would be like a character you primarily select for the game.
Alright, and who do you main?
Probably main King DDD. Well, he's a heavy character, meaning he doesn't get off the stage that easily. so you don't get launched that well.
Fighters are not the only symbol of the crossover. Worlds collide in the visual and sounds too. There's music from nearly every franchise imaginable, and there's all sorts of items and stages. The worlds collide fantastically to provide over 100 stages to fight on.
If I had to choose a non-custom stage, I would choose Battlefield, which is the most simple stage.
So just, fair playing field.
Yeah.
Fighting is varied in Smash. There are plenty of modes to play in, and there's a ton of replayability. There's training mode, where you can practice your chops without any pressure. Little Smash, the well-established mode that existed since the beginning. 8-player Smash is often a dense and more chaotic battle that can change instantly. You can try online to play against people from across the world. Tourney allows you to play it in a tournament fashion, with only one being crowned the champion after several battles. Classic mode is a short gauntlet with a powerful final battle at the end. Do you want to play in teams? Squad Strike lets you do that. Want to change things up in a weird way? Special Smash is for you. Want to collect more spirits for the campaign? Spirit Board. And if you want to take on the world, Mob Smash is available too. In conclusion, Smash is crazy.
And somehow there's more!
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a video game that is the culmination of several decades of refined, tightly designed, fast-paced, diverse, and incredibly fun and juicy fighting goodness. This game is an oddball of its genre, but there's no doubt that it's one of the best. What other game allows you to become a princess who can use her own citizens, which are fungi by the way, as human shields? What game then lets you get absolutely destroyed by a royal crocodile that's teamed up with a fat man who loves garlic and a dark warlock and an Italian? Exactly. No other game lets you do that. We highly recommend. It's a 9 out of 10.
There's a lot of energy around our Rough Rider gaming community, and we'd like to feature your gaming talents if you're interested in being a part of our video game review segment. And that's a wrap from News Desk. We thank everyone who helped support and participate in this episode of Rider News. We're proud to be the voice of our Rough Rider community and appreciate you taking the time to watch. Check your Gmail for a link to our YouTube channel. If you have an idea for a Rider News segment, let us know about it. Until next time, be well, be kind, study hard, and ride on, Rough Riders!